Hey there, we have another farmer with a struggling business model. Let's see what he has to say.
Good morning. Got a little farming news for y'all. You may or may not know China is the United States' biggest customer for our soybean crop.
No, we didn't know that. It sounds like you also didn't know that either when you casted your vote in 2024.
We need trade deals with them pretty bad because they buy the biggest majority of our soybeans. Argentina and Brazil, down in South America, they're our biggest competitor in soybeans and corn. Sometimes they'll raise 2 or 3 crops of corn. They always raise a big soybean crop. But Argentina is a huge competitor for the United States. Well, this week, Argentina lifted a tax, a commodities export tax. I don't know the exact name of what it was. They lifted a tax on exporting commodities, grains, stuff like that. Well, in 2 days' time, China made a really good business deal. They bought 84 million bushels of soybeans from Argentina. That's 30 cargo ships worth in 2 days' time. Good business move by China. Don't blame them at all there.
Sounds like China and Argentina are better at business than you know who.
Well, in the meantime, Argentina stopped that, put tax back on because they hit their quota. Well, last night there was some kind of meeting. I don't know what all went down, but I know the biggest part of it that went down. The Argentina economy is pretty horrible. The peso is way below the dollar right now. They done a deal with the United States for some kind of line swap, pretty much a loan. The United States is about to send $20 billion to Argentina. Argentina is going to send $20 billion worth of their peso, which is not worth the same amount as our dollar is. So we're getting kind of the raw end of the deal on that one. And another thing about Argentina, they're not the best in the business about paying their bills back.
So let me get this straight. The man you elected is helping out a foreign country first and leaving the American farmers out to dry. That sounds like a bad business deal for y'all.
Kind of like your sister's boyfriend that don't got no job and don't really like to pay for nothing and rides off of everybody else. That's kind of the way Argentina is. We just sent them $20 billion. All the while, they're sending tax-free China 84 million bushels of soybeans. That don't make much sense. That's kind of like wiping before you poop. Why would you help out your biggest competition and hurt yourself with your biggest customer? I don't understand the deal. I don't know what's going on. I ain't trying to make this political. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you voted for Trump, if you didn't vote for Trump.
And there it is. Another Trump supporter tap dancing around the root cause. He's not trying to make it political. Sir, I have some bad news. It was political or policy decision to destroy our trade relationship with China, 100% tariff on imports, and bullying them not to raise their tariffs on us in retaliation. Sir, you thought America runs on Dunkin'? I have news for you. It runs on cheap products from China and our trade partnership with them, or past trade partnership with them, rather.
Even if you did, there comes a time you need to start holding people accountable. I don't understand what's going on, but they need to get their head out of their rear end and start helping out the United States and their farming economy before they go to helping South America and other farming economies. I don't know. That don't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, that's just, it bees like that sometimes. You'll have that on them big jobs, but that's the big news. China ain't bought a single bushel from the United States this year. They just bought 84 million bushels from Argentina in 2 days. And the United States thought it was a good idea to go ahead and loan Argentina $20 billion just so their economy can do a little bit better. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong by being a little upset or pissed off, but I hope y'all have a great day.
Sadly, sir, unless you wise up and start placing blame and accepting some accountability for your decisions, you won't get any sympathy from us. Heck, you're getting exactly what you voted for, right?